So today is our first actual full day in Canada. I'm so excited. Last night we were so drained and zapped, but this morning we woke up and we have a little bit more energy. I don't know, we're still a little bit grumpy. We've had a lot going on this past little while. So we're gonna get up and get breakfast first thing because we have 2 little cups of yogurt in the house and that is it. So we're gonna go try to find some sourdough bread and like some avocados or something, I don't know. Just look around and see what's nearby. This is so fun. Even just walking around the neighborhood and just looking at all the houses, because that's one of the best parts of moving to a different country. Is just everything is so kind of different, like different styles, different movements and architecture. These houses aren't anything like super special, but it's still fun. I have a mile-long to-do list, so we're gonna get started on that and try not to get overwhelmed. We've already gotten grumpy at each other like 6 times this morning. There's just a lot of built-up stress, I think. It's also really strange because I got out of the house and put on a hoodie because it was chilly in June. So I'm pretty excited to give like a full tour of our Airbnb. That was me opening the blinds. But I'm going to wait until we get it all organized and cleaned up because last night we just brought everything in from the car and just dumped it all over the place. So, I mean, I'll show you a little bit of what's going on in this house right now. So much stuff is everywhere. Look at it. Look at it. Again, ignore the mess, but this is our breakfast we scrounged up somehow. We got that sourdough toast, some peanut butter, and I just mashed up an already mashed up banana from the car. We stole these from the hotel. And then we have, this is from our camping trip, and we never used it. We have an extra one of these, and then we're swimming in boxes. We're still making our coffees. We just did a massive Costco shop. So I'm gonna have to put all that away. I actually filmed it for a different video because I figured this video would have so much other stuff. It could be its whole own separate thing. So, but we're back. We're gonna unpack this. And then we actually have a friend coming over. He's in the orchestra. He plays the French horn. So I'm excited to meet him. Billy's already met him several times. So we're out on a bit of a walk. We're trying to find a park, but Billy said, according to the picture on Google Maps, it doesn't look like a very promising one, but we're gonna go find it anyways because it's not too far from us. Making a lot of good progress. But yeah, so some of my first impressions. I mean, granted, I have seen like basically nothing of Vancouver so far, just this little neighborhood that we're in. Like, I haven't been to downtown yet. I haven't been to a lot, but I kind of love it. Like, I love looking at all the different houses because they're just so, I don't know, they're just different in a weird way. So I feel like I'm trying to like piece together, because I'm used to the suburbs in the US just build like 100, what? They just build like 100 of the exact same houses, and so they're all cookie cutter, and they knock down all the trees, and then they just build these massive houses with these big yards, and they all look exactly the same. Whereas here, all of these houses are so like different and unique, and part of it is that I think the old ones got knocked down and they built new ones. But our friend just called them mini mansions, which I think is so true because they are actually like huge. It's odd. I love looking at them. The other thing that I really like and appreciate is that like when you're walking, there tends to be a lot of trees along the walkway. So it's nice and shady, which keeps you cool in the middle of the summertime. So those are 2 random thoughts that I had. Actually, some other first thoughts that I've had, I guess. One, it's always so weird driving in another country. Like, it is pretty much the exact same, so I understand why they trust us to drive, but it's also like, there are different rules. They have flashing green lights here, which are very weird and alarming. It's also so annoying because a lot of the little turns, they don't have turn lanes. And so if you need to turn, you have to stop in the middle of the road and you block up that whole lane of traffic and everybody just has to deal with it. And it's very annoying. And the other thing too is like the cable car bus will go along and it just parks. And so it's just this weird thing of just constantly weaving back and forth, trying not to stop because everybody's stopping all the time. So that's something that we need to get used to. Also, like, the roads are in kilometers, but we got used to that when we were in New Zealand. Another first impression is that I think it's, somebody explained this to me about Oregon, but in Oregon, it's dry all summer and hot, and so it burns all the grass. It's like all the grass is kind of dead here and it's brownish, and then in the winter time it rains a bunch and it cools off, and so the grass turns green. So I'm wondering if it's the same here because it's pretty similar climate, but a lot of the grass is dead. And then a lot of the lawns, I don't know if it's like not popular to mow your lawns here, but I just have noticed a lot of like weeds and overgrown lawns. So I don't know if that's particular to our area or what, but yeah, that's something else I noticed. Okay, I'm going to fit all of that into that. Good morning. We are in the thick of it. Billy just left. I am actually like solo momming for a minute. I don't know what to do with myself. Oh no. So yeah, Billy just left to walk to the bus to go to his first day of work. And I don't even know. I don't know how to shower by myself anymore. I don't know. Because he has been with me ever since she was born. Because, you know, he lost his job. And so he got to parent with me 100% of the time. Not gonna lie, it was amazing. And now I have to figure this whole thing out. But it's also extra tricky because, like, we're in a new place. I'm a little anxious to drive because I haven't driven here yet. And there's like 100 things that I still need to do. But now I have to devote all my time and energy and love to my children, which I love doing. But it's also like the kitchen is a mess. And I still haven't finished packing that room out. And so it's just, I'm overthinking everything. That was a long ramble because I'm nervous. But what I really came on here to say is that I still have a few things to do from my to-do list yesterday. One of them is shower, because this is not a look. I want to go to Stanley Park today because I haven't seen anything beyond Vancouver, what our little neighborhood is. Let's see if we can finish everything. Well, we didn't get our shower in. I'll do that later. But we are going to head to a different park. We went to one yesterday. It was okay. It's always funny when you do anything new. It just makes you so anxious. And I'm like, okay, just imagine that we've lived here for 3 years. We've been going to this park like every other day for the past 3 years. I wouldn't be anxious. But that doesn't stop the anxiety in my belly. Does anybody else get that way? Oh, it's probably a pretty universal feeling. But it's just so beautiful. The weather's perfect. And like the walkways are just tree lined. I love them. So really big updates are happening. So I showered first and foremost. Look at how non-greasy my hair is now. Feels really nice. And then we also, oh, well, before that I drove to the grocery store. It's the first time I drove here. Gotta say, didn't love it. It's kind of stressful. There's too many people in this place. I know we just added ourselves to the mix, adding to the overall population. Yeah, do you have a lollipop? So yeah, and that was a bit of an ordeal. There's too much traffic. Anyway, so we got there safe and sound, and then we went grocery shopping. We were gonna go to Walmart because it's safe, it's familiar. It would have had everything I was looking for. And then instead, Billy wanted to go to, what was it called?
Real Canadian Superstore.
Real Canadian Superstore. How's that for a name? It was actually really fun. I am really sad though because you have to have a coin to get a cart. We've been in the country for 2 days. We don't have any coins. So we just grabbed the baskets. So we're hauling like $100 of groceries on our arms with 2 kids. And we really use the buggies because I lock William into them. So that was a bit tricky and I hated our experience because of that alone. But it was really fun because it's just always really fun going to different grocery stores and all the different brands of everything and just how things are different. So, I mean, I really liked it. I don't know. Where do most Canadians shop? I'm not even sure. 10 out of 10 experience. Well, actually it was like a 5 out of 10 experience, but next time we'll come with a coin and it'll be great. It's been a strange day. Billy's been gone all day. He left this morning. He's not getting back until like midnight. They went kind of out of town for a concert, but it's been amazing. I've just done so much with William and Claire all day. We colored, did arts and crafts, we've done trains, lots of different games, hide and seek, read lots of books. It's been beautiful. It's been so nice to actually feel settled, to be in our own space. William has been eating really well because I make the food that we make, and that's all. It has been a fulfilling day of peacefulness. I love it so much. I guess this is going to be like a full week vlog. I don't really know. I haven't thought this whole thing out, but tonight is the end of day 3. And yeah, like I said, Billy's been gone all day long since this morning, and he won't be back until like midnight tonight. And it's the first day that I've been alone, and I think it's just really hit me all day long. Like, I am in this country, I have not even one friend and I don't have any family here, and I've just been really spoiled for that over these last few months, coming back to the US and having so much family and so many friends. And so yeah, I'm just remembering how hard it is. And not even so much with like support with the kids, because I feel like I have to watch them the whole time anyways. You know, it's just like maybe little 20-minute breaks if I'm around family, like they can really watch them. It's more the community aspect of it, the socializing aspect of it. So I don't know, I've been working hard on making friends, but as I learned going to New Zealand, it takes time. I'm just not feeling very patient right now. The other thing too, I feel like the quality of these vlogs recently have been, but I mean, they're fun and I like all the content in them. It's just, I have been filming almost solely on my phone, which, like, I have a nice vlogging camera. When life is just so crazy like this, I just don't even grab it. I just whip out my phone and film, because that's what I can do. And it's all I can do to keep up with everything. So one day when life is very nice and settled, I will do normal vlogs with my normal camera. But anyways, I just had a snack. I had a PB&J on sourdough. Both the kids are asleep, and I'm just gonna, I don't know, watch YouTube until I go to bed, because I'm not waiting up until midnight. Who has the energy for that nowadays? They're just so tall. It is a new day. We are on a hike. It's so nice. Because I don't think I've left like the 3 little blocks that our Airbnb is at. Billy had his big day yesterday, like his long day of work, and then today I'm like, we're going and doing something. We asked some people what a good hike is, and a few people said this one is really nice and easy for kids. So we drove up here. The drive alone, once you got towards the end, was so pretty. Just these like super tall trees lining both sides of the road. I feel like I'm just gonna hike looking up the whole time. Look at that, it's so cool. I'm going to enjoy myself. Okay, let's see, what are some other first impressions you've had? I think Vancouver is a little more densely populated than I was expecting or hoping for. I really like smaller towns, slower places, less people. I mean, I think most people do. Some people love big cities with lots of people, but I'm not one of them. And I really loved Auckland and the fact that you could drive 15 minutes out and be in like a way smaller feeling kind of suburb of the city. Whereas here, you have to drive like an hour out and it's still pretty dense. There's still a lot of cars. It's kind of stressful. The explosion of people, the infrastructure hasn't been able to catch up or keep up with it, which is, again, true for most cities, but it's just, yeah, I don't love it. Like I said, I still haven't seen a lot of Vancouver. Like, I still haven't even been downtown yet. So I feel kind of bad making this video and just basing it off of the little part that I have seen. But overall, we are loving our time here. We're so happy that we're here. I am so excited to explore a lot more. All the people that we've met have been really nice. We had a Canadian friend and we were talking to him. He said that a lot of people are nice, but they're not always kind, which I found to be very interesting, and I'm excited to see if that's true. We're gonna enjoy a little bit more of this hike. That suspension bridge was so cool. The water was so beautiful. Unfortunately, I got to see about 2 seconds of it because I had to run off after the toddler because he was not interested. He loved the bridge, but he just wanted to see what was beyond, I guess. I wanted to go back. I also just can't believe how green it is here. We're just swimming in green and I love it. It's so pretty. Stay on the track. So this part of Vancouver,
Oh, look at this part's rocky.
obviously, I think we're going to love. Everybody loves this part of Vancouver. How beautiful it is, how much stuff there is to do outdoors. Even in the winter in the snow, a lot of people do a lot of like snow sports. We have a lot of things we need to try out because there's a lot of things we haven't done. We've never been skiing, snowboarding. I want to try snow hiking, like with micro spikes. I'm excited. And then, of course, just a lot of hiking and camping because that's what we already like doing. But paddleboarding, that's another thing that sounds really fun and I want to try it. So we'll see. We got plenty of time to figure it all out. Whoa. That's intense. Another thing that I've obviously picked up on, a big thing about Vancouver, is that there's actually a ton of diversity, which I feel like the places I have lived didn't have any. So it's really fun to be able to see so many different cultures and people all living beautifully together. Like, I haven't noticed it being a huge problem. I've only been in the country for 3 days though, so probably shouldn't really be speaking on that point yet. This is a loop trail, so we're actually gonna nip back in and go see the bridge again because I didn't really get to see it last time. Wow! You're so strong! Yeah, lots of fallen trees.
Take a little break.
I don't think I ever officially ended the video. So this is me ending it. We're in Stanley Park right now. It's amazing. It's beautiful. The weather's perfect. We just went to the beach for a little bit and then we went and got some like fries. It was incredible. And now we're just walking around like the forest part of it. Stunning. I love it here. We're still stressing out about where we want to live, but that's for another day to figure out. So anyways, yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave you. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.